All right, so 7.1, in Chapter 7, we will be doing some graphing. Um, and some of these sections go into more detail than we are going to go into, but we're going to kind of streamline it for what we need in Chapter 7 by the end of Chapter 7. So, in 7.1, we're talking about graphing in functions. And we start off, we're going to assume that you don't know anything about how to graph. So we're going to start from the ground. 7.1 should be quite a review. So here we go. We're going to start off with the rectangular coordinate system. Sometimes we might call that the Cartesian coordinate system or the XY plane or XY coordinate system. And so let me just show you. This is what it looks like. We have the x-axis, the y-axis, and so we're going to discuss what each of those, anything we need for this coordinate system. So the vertical line, or the horizontal line, is called the x-axis. So it's this dark line here. The vertical axis is called the y-axis. And these two lines will intersect at a point, creating four quadrants. And so the way we label these quadrants, which I'm not sure we're going to need in this class, but if we need it, this is how these quadrants are labeled. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. The point where the x and y axis intersect is called the origin. So this point right here is called the origin. And that point is called 0, 0. Now, that may not make a lot of sense right now, but if I tell you that we can represent any point on the on the coordinate system as a point xy, then it may make sense. So we will represent it xy, where x is the x coordinate and y is the y coordinate. So the point 0, 0 means that we go 0 in the x direction and 0 in the y direction. That's it. So let's look at some examples. We're going to look at a few. We're going to plot these points. Again, we're doing this because I just want to make sure we're all on the same page when it comes to graphing. So this is actually a coordinate system from the homework. They will sometimes label these to let you know what their scale is. So if you look closely, each square is 1 unit. And we're doing that vertically and horizontally. So we're going to start off by plotting the point A, which is -2, 4. This means that we go in the negative x direction. Okay, so here's 0. We're going to go -2, 1, 2. So that is the x coordinate. And the y coordinate is 4. So then I have to go up 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is the point A. Okay. Now, I purposely chose something sort of similar but different for B. B is 2 minus 4. So that means I go 2 in the x direction and then 4 in the negative y direction. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. So where those two would kind of match up is the point 2 minus 4. So notice these are different. 2 minus 4 is not the same as -2, 4. All right, let's do another one. We'll do C. C is going to be 3, 0. That means our x-coordinate is 3 and our y-coordinate is 0. So I go positive 1, 2, 3. But since the y-coordinate is 0, I don't go up or down. So this is C. And then D is -1, -5. Both coordinates are negative, so that means we'll be in quadrant 4. So -1, and then my y-coordinate is -5. So it's right here. Okay. And then the last one is 0, -6. So again, the x-coordinate is 0, and the y-coordinate is -6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here we are. That is the point E. All right. So that's all there is to plotting points. All right. Now, moving on. A relationship between two quantities So a relationship between two quantities can be expressed as an equation in two variables. We're going to use x equation in two variables, x, y, is the ordered pair that example, y equals 1 minus 4x. We're going to state whether 1 minus 1 comma minus 3 is a solution. So the way we do, okay, so let's do that. I'm gonna just plug that in. So y is -3. Since we get a 3 is a to graph a line, you need 2 points. Okay. So, and for this class, the points where the graph intersects axes, the x and y axes, are the best to use. And I say that best to use because in the next section, in the homework, it's going to force you to use these axes. Okay? So in 7.1, let's just plan to plot on these lines. What I mean by that is we will choose 2 points. Choose 2 points. Okay? We will let x equals 0 and solve for y. Then we will let y equals 0 and solve for x. Okay. So here's what I mean by that. Let me write down my equation. Y equals 2x plus 6. All right. If x is equal to 0, then we get y equals 2 times 0 plus 6. All right. 2 times 0 is 0. So we get 0 plus 6. So y equals 6. All right. So if x is equal to 0 and y equals 6, this is the point of the ordered pair 0, 6. So on my graph right here, I can plot 0, 6. Well, I'm going to run off the page. So each of these for mine will be 2. 2, 4, 6. Okay. So my first point is 0, 6. Now I need one more point. So I'm going to do the other intersection. I'm going to let y be 0. Okay. So y equals 2x plus 6. We're going to say if y equals 0, and we're going to solve for x. So I'm just going to plug 0 in for y. So I get 0 equals 2x plus 6. We're going to solve this for x. Now I got to do some algebra. We're going to try to keep it as simple as possible and do as little bit of algebra that we have to. So if I subtract 6 from both sides, I get minus 6 plus 0, which is minus 6, equals 2x. And then I'm going to divide both sides by 2, and I get minus 3 equals 2 over 2. Those cancel, so I get minus 3 equals x. So, now, that means that this gives us the point. This is the point. It has to be x, y. So, even though I plugged 0 in first, the x goes first. So, minus 3 comma 0. Okay. So if I plot minus 3 comma 0, okay, this was minus 2, minus 4, minus 2, minus 4. Then it will be halfway between. Okay, that would be minus 3. And then we just connect the 2 points with a line. Okay, and there is our graph of the line 2x plus 6. I just needed 2 points or 2 solutions to the equation to graph it. Now, on my math lab, to graph a line, you'll figure this out, but let me walk you through it. On my math lab, to graph a straight line, you first click or first click a button that looks like a line. Okay? You do that, then plot one of the 2 points. So I would click 0, 6, then plot the other. Okay. It's pretty straightforward, I've noticed, but in case you were wondering, that's how we're going to do it.